Hey guys, and welcome to this week's Q&A video. Today it's going to be a retro Q&A. Not because the answers and the questions are old or anything, but because the videos in the background will be old. There will be videos from 7.5. The one we're actually watching right now is from 7.5 World of Tanks in the ARL. Just before I started the game, I was like, this sucks. This tank destroyer sucks, and I just want to get through it. And then this game happened. Won't spoil anything, so just enjoy it in the background while I answer some questions. First up, we have Henk Koopmans. Why are you moving to Sweden? How, why, when, etc. How? By car and a ferry. And why? Because my girlfriend lives up there, and I've really had everything that Denmark has to offer. I've seen everything. Of course, not everything, since new stuff has come up as I've grown up, but Denmark just isn't that interesting to me anymore. And I tried finding a girl here, and none of them seemed to be. I don't want to badmouth any of them, but it just didn't work out. I was just about to say sane. None of them were sane enough for me to stay with them, but whatever. When? Next month, in June. In June sometime, I will be moving up there, and it'll be my dad that's helping me, and etc. I don't really know what to say with more about that question, because etc. just means you can have how, why, when, who, me, I'm moving, and then I don't know anymore. Sorry. Next question is Big Funky Town. Do you use a mix of HE and AP in your KV2? Do you even drive the KV2? Yes, I do drive the KV2 once in a while, not that often. I often bring a lot of HE and then some AP, premium AP, because the normal AP, I don't know. It's the difference between them just isn't that great, so I just don't see any reason to bring normal AP shells. So if I'm going to fire any other shells, it's going to be the premium AP. And that was that question. Next up, we have David Jr. Hi Flyer, I heard a while back that you and Quiggy Baby disagreed about something and you started kind of avoiding one another or something like that. What happened? Okay, first up, this will be the last answer to this ever, because, well, yeah, the situation is just, we're just, well, not avoiding, just, there's no reason for us to butt heads or anything like that. From my perspective, which, I don't know how he sees this, but from my perspective, I liked his videos. I loved them, actually. I was subscribed to him, and he made a video with the E4 on the test server, and he wasn't a fan of it. He liked the E3 a lot more because of the armor. And in the video, he even said to go and check out my video because I loved it, and to each his own. That's what he said in it. So I actually really liked him for sending people onto my channel for another view on the E4. And well, he turned around and he liked the E4 when it was released, and he's played it a lot. But back then he sent people to my video, and that's it. And then at one point I wrote some comments on one of his videos, which he took as negative or trolling, but I've never seen it as that. And since then, he's just had negative things to say about me. Some people caught them on the stream and showed me some of the stream archives with it, so I know exactly what he said. So he can't really run from that, but since then, we've just butted heads with the Dream Team stuff, and that's, you know that. So there's no reason to delve into it more, and that's that. And I will no longer answer any questions with it. And there we go. Solved! Yeah. Next question. Razal Cool. What do you do when the entire team, or at least most of it, goes in one direction? Follow them or try to shore up the weak flank, knowing that it'll most likely be overrun? Happens in about 80% of all my battles, and it's lose-lose most of the time. If all of your team goes one direction, you should follow them. You are not enough to be on one flank alone. But sometimes, like my girlfriend says, someone has to go there. But if you're the only one going there and you know that a lot of people will go there because it's kind of a choke point on the map, don't go there. Just don't. Just follow your team. Maybe set up so you have a view range of the base so you can spot people if they try and enter the cap zone. That way you'll be able to show your team they're in the base and here are the tanks that you just need to turn around and shoot at. So that would be my advice. Either be the pushing force up top at the front of the lemming train, or stay back and just try and light up your own base if nothing is on the other side. Don't sit on the other side of the base. Like if the enemy is coming, if no one goes right and everyone goes left, don't set up on the right, because then you'll just be killed and the enemy will roll into the base. If you go to the left side of the cap zone, you will see them come in, find no tanks whatsoever, and maybe just start capping. But you will spot them. So your team, RDs or whatnot, can start hitting them. So that's good. Something good can come out of it, at least if you have a lemming train. But sometimes the lemming train just rolls through whatever is on the left side and just wins. And then the enemy team has to come back from the right side. So it's a 50-50 with the lemming trains, but most of the time people just stick together because they don't know what to do, and when they finally meet some tanks, they'll not know how to penetrate them or something like that, and they'll lose, and whatever. Let's move on to the next question. Simon R. Is it possible that we'll see more of those good old tips videos? I really like them. Yes. I have a couple of videos or games ready for tips videos, but I really have to play some games where I do all the right things. So it's not just, hey, here I make a mistake, here I make a mistake, here I make a mistake, and stuff like that. Don't do this, don't do this. It's more like, this was correct, this was correct, this was correct, this was correct. This is what you do with this tank, blah, blah, blah. So the videos or the games have to be of quality enough. If not, it'll just be a situational awareness where I make some mistakes and I'll point them out while telling you. But there are coming, more are on the way. Ferenc Kiss, what is your problem with your graphics card? I'll buy the same old, so I'd like to know. Same one? Same old? Why did I see that? Same one. Okay. My problem is that it didn't know how to regulate the temperature. So all I did was download the MSI Afterburner. Then I set up a profile to raise the fan speed whenever the temperature rose on the graphics card. So now I don't have the problem with the card just rebooting and then killing the game. So yeah, that thing was fixed. So no problem anymore. You just have to use the MSI Afterburner program to set up that profile. Azkabar. Okay. And what are you doing in life other than gaming and reading? Studies, work? I don't study. I have studied, and I studied for the like sports editing in general, making newscasts and stuff like that. But it's really hard to get a spot where you can get in there and learn from professionals who already have the job. So no, I didn't get in there, and I've just been pursuing the dream, and I'm getting closer to the dream, slowly, but it's coming. And work right now, I don't have any work. I'm moving to Sweden in 1 month, so I'm going to get some work when I get up there, a part-time job, so I can focus on both making videos, pursuing the dream, and working on the side. Next question. What gun do you think one should use on the WZ-132? I use the 85 millimeters. and until I had unlocked with XP on the tank, all the way up to the top 100mm, and then I switched, and that's just what I did, because you had to work your way through the turret, and then again, and yeah, so that's what I did. I actually didn't like it that much until recently, where I've just been doing very well in it. Can you reveal what part of Sweden you're moving to? There's a lake. If you look at the map and look at Göteborg, and then look to the right of it, there's a lake pretty close. It's like 2-hour drive. 2-hour drive from it, a lake, and around that lake is a city. And that's about it. That's what I want to say about that. Matt Gomback, how different do you think World of Tanks would be without XVM stats and all that stuff? People would play the game a lot more differently, because they know which enemies are good, and when they meet them, they go, oh damn. If you didn't know who were in the tanks, you would just go, okay, it's that tank, I'll deal with it this way, and not, oh my god, he knows how to angle, oh no, oh my god, he's gonna side scrape, oh no. So it changes a lot. It changes so much of it, but I don't really care who uses it. It's their own business, and it changes their game style. Sometimes for the better for them. I just like to not know at all. I like to be blissfully unaware. What's your favorite anime manga series? Right now, I'm actually reading Toriko, and I really like that series. So that's about that question. I just watched Kill la Kill, and I enjoyed that one because it's just insane over-the-top action. So I really like that one. Stan Van Beck, why do you have so many Dutch friends? I don't know, they just happen to be in... yeah, come from there. So that's about it. Mr. Matisse, hey Hivelair, I've sent you a replay for the Ace vs Ace series that would be very suited in my opinion. How do you know whether you've seen it or not? Usually it gets posted. If it's good enough, not good enough. Like, there's one with an E100 and an IS-4 on the same team coming up. Most others that have been sent in have actually been like first class and second class versus each other, which isn't really Ace versus Ace worthy. So yeah, and then some guys have even sent in replays where most of them use gold, like in tier 5 tanks, or was it tier 6 versus tier 6 and 5s, and I just don't find that suitable for the series at all, because that's just gold spam all over the place. That's not very fun to watch, like a tier 6 deal with a tier 6 with gold. No, you don't, no. But I have a whole folder with Ace vs Ace replays, so I just have to have the time to put them together and put them on the channel. Which tier 6 German medium tank do you like the most when they were still tier 6? I think you mean when they were still the original tanks, because the VK3001P is still tier 6, the VK3601 is still tier 6, but the VK isn't, VK3001H. I like the VK3601H more because it had the insane armor, and that was just lovely. Do you like or have you seen Girls und Panzer? No, I haven't seen it. It's just not me. It's just not me, and that's about it. It's just not me, really. How much money, real bucks, have you spent on Wargaming every year? I actually don't spend that much. I buy so I have enough for premium whenever I want to play for a month. Like right now, I don't have premium on my tanks. But I do have 7,000 gold, so I can activate a full month of premium whenever I know that I'm going to be playing it a lot in the next couple of weeks. So yeah, I haven't spent that much money this year. I would say in dollars, I don't really know actually. Maybe 100, maybe this year. Not that much. Do you know Sunan? No, I don't. Can't say I do. Sorry. Hey Highflyer, what do you think about Norway? I don't really have any opinion about Norway. I haven't been there a lot. I understand the language. That's about it. Moving on. No Nickerson. The Rising Sun, what are your top 3 most used add-ons for World of Tanks? Up until recently, it was XVM, not the stats, the XVM, so I could see the tanks that I've hit, the damage I've dealt to them, and the overall damage to me. That's the damage panel, the damage that I've taken, and then the minimap mod. Those are the 3s. Damage given, damage taken, minimap mod. That's about it. And in the garage, I don't use that, but it's the carousel mod, just so I can find tanks faster, you know? But it's not really used, like, in the game. So, yeah. Highflyer, if you don't play World of Tanks that much, how are you that good at it? Well, I did play it a lot. I haven't crossed the 20,000 games yet, but I did play it a whole lot when it was closed beta. Then I played it a whole lot in the first year of the game, and I've just learned from my mistakes. Those big amount of that huge amount of bad games that I've played, I just learned from it, not stopping in the open, blah blah blah. A lot of stuff, and I put that together, and that's where I am now. And I still do some of the mistakes and think, why did I even do that? That's stupid. Okay, let's move on. But yeah, you don't learn, you don't forget how to ride a bike. So you don't forget how to side scrape, you don't forget where to go on certain maps and stuff like that. So, yeah. And then we have Lad of England, again, with what's your opinion on using XVM stats? Well, I don't really care who uses it, it's fine. People can use it if they want to. And, yeah, that's just how I feel about it. There's nothing really bad about it. Meh, I don't care if they use it or not. They can use it. And those were the questions for this week. Thinking about doing it like this. You write a question, or you go down through the questions, and if you see a question you'd like answered, you press the like button on that question. It'll make me more aware of which questions you'd like answered. So yeah, let's do it like that. And other than that, you're gonna see me fail here quite a lot. Let's see here. Yes, aim at the turret, the smallest part of the Hellcat. Yeah, okay, not the turret then. Okay, let's aim for the... Yeah, okay, turret again. Let's aim for the bottom this time. Yeah, there we go. Hope you enjoyed these retro videos, guys. I really miss the VK3601H. But the VK3001P is very close, apart from the armor that you bounce a whole lot. So yeah, that's not gonna happen in the VK3001P. But yeah, that was the Q&A for this week, guys. I'll see you next week.